Welcome back, and today we're talking about Yashahime Princess Half Demon, episode 11. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 11 of Yashahime Princess Half Demon. It wasn't really about the demons. It wasn't really about Kirimaru. It wasn't really about progressing the story forward that much. I feel like this episode was more about pushing the relationship, the connection that Setsuna and Towa have, right? We know last episode when they were dealing with those twin demons, we know that Setsuna started remembering some parts of her memories. They started coming back. It wasn't necessarily due to the butterfly demon or anything like that. It was more seeing the twin brothers kind of fighting for each other, trying to protect each other. That's what brought those memories back for Setsuna. So this episode is trying to build upon that, and I honestly quite like that, right? I didn't mind that we were not dealing with one of those 4 emperor demons or whatever they're called that they have to slay in order to deal with Kirimaru. So I did not mind that this episode because, again, this episode was all about the connection that Setsuna and Towa have and the connection that they're missing because of what happened, like 10 years ago when they were kids. And seeing those other siblings in this episode kind of reminded Towa and Setsuna of what they did later on. Remember, this episode, whenever they were going back to the pond, it was those 2 siblings that were fighting because the brother wanted to go to the pond to slay the demon, and the sister was trying to hold him back, and he was trying to let go. And this is an exact parallel to what happened all those years ago between Towa and Setsuna. And it was Setsuna the one that stepped up and went to, deal with the situation, trying to tell the brother that he cannot let go of his younger sister. So it's kind of like Setsuna was the one that stepped up and not Towa. I mean, Towa, of course, did not see it, but that should tell you that Setsuna is getting her memories back little by little because she remembered that scene from last episode where she got her memories and how Towa and Setsuna, when they were running away, Towa let go of Setsuna for a split second, and that was enough for them to get separated for years. So I really want to see that part of the story where we get to see Setsuna and everything that she went through by herself in the feudal Japan era, how she came to lose her memories and all that stuff. Now, before we jump into the rest of the episode, let me remind you to like and subscribe because it definitely helped the channel out. And of course, I greatly appreciate it. But let's talk about Yashahime because this episode truly, it wasn't really about the demons. Again, I said it before, it was about the connection of Towa and Setsuna, and it was awesome. I kind of wish that we would have gotten more Moroha screen time. I really want the story to focus more on Moroha because she is my favorite character. And if we see in this episode, she really didn't do much this episode. She was kind of like the comedic relief for everything that was going on, right? She was the one that discovered the pond because she ate those pancakes and she was kind of choking. And the pond, I don't know what she was thinking because that pond looked real nasty. I wouldn't have drank from there at all. So she was the one that discovered the pond. Later on, when she went to the corpse dealer, she was forced to clean because she couldn't pay the money that was given to her in advance because she has the worst luck every time it comes to slaying demons. Every time you kill them, they disappear and she cannot get the head to turn in for the bounty. So it was just really Moroha trying to be funny this whole episode, while really the rest of the episode focused on Setsuna's and Towa's relationship. I just kind of wish that we would get more of Moroha. I want to see her backstory. There's just so many questions that I have about each character, and I really want to get to know them in that aspect, right? Remember, we haven't even seen the original cast from Inuyasha. We haven't seen Inuyasha. We haven't seen Kagome. Haven't seen Sesshomaru. So when those characters come back, if they do, I'm sure they will, right? Because we don't know what happened to them. I'm sure they will make an appearance. I'm sure they will be important to the story later on. And honestly, I cannot wait to get there. My question is Setsuna going to have all her memories back? And if not, what's going to happen there? Is she going to remember her father? Because I don't think she knows who her father was. Of course, Towa doesn't know because she was like in modern day Japan. So that's a whole different ball game in that one. But this episode was nice. I did like this episode. I like that we learned that Setsuna and Towa they had different resistances to different types of attacks. For example, Towa is resistant to poison mist, so that's how she was able to deal with the venom serpent that was in the pond. And of course, Setsuna was resistant to venom, and that's how she was able to deal with the pond demon. There was 2 demons in this pond, and they were able to deal with it because they worked together. Again, I feel like they're just trying to reinforce that connection that Towa and Setsuna are having, right? Even at night, we know Setsuna cannot sleep, so when she was like, you know, guarding the pond, making sure nobody went near it, stuff like that, she cannot sleep, and that has to be brutal, right? And Towa coming out and talking to her and saying that she's gonna be out there with her and stuff like that. We see that Setsuna is still cold. She's still, you know, not appreciating kind of what Towa is doing. And I wouldn't say appreciate, that's kind of like a strong word, but remember, for all of Towa's like her side of the story, right? She doesn't really know who Towa is, right? Setsuna doesn't really know who Towa is. Yes, she's getting her memories back, but I can see how Setsuna still have her walls up, how she will be defensive when it comes to this stuff. So as the episodes start moving forward, as Setsuna starts remembering more of those memories, her walls are going to start coming down, and I'm pretty sure that sisterhood connection is going to be 100% back, and you know, they're gonna love each other, and they're gonna, you know, do everything together. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. But yeah, episode was good. I liked it. I like that they're building that connection between Setsuna and Towa. That's great. I kind of hope they focus some more on Moroha, because honestly, she does feel like the third wheel in this series, right? Like, she's just, we don't know too much about her. Like, it's really just trying to focus on Towa and Setsuna, but we'll see. We still got a lot of episodes left, but let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode. And like always, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.